All right, we are going to give this a second try. Welcome back to Bessie Beneath and the Debt-Free Farm Challenge, everybody. We have had nothing but internet problems today here at the house, apparently. I heard a bit about it from work, but yeah. Seems to just be dropping out on everyone all over town today. So we will go with this a second time around. Came down here, I need to do maintenance on this thing. There, $1,800. And we went ahead and bought a slurry tank. Slurry our fields. Also going to need to get a lime spreader. Well, welcome back, Scooter. I know we dropped out. So I mentioned earlier, I don't think anybody was watching the stream, but we've had internet problems in town all day, apparently. Which is interesting because I am on a provider that not a lot of people are on. But the wife was saying that a lot of kids in virtual classes dropping in and out. There was a whole bunch of problems. Found it kind of interesting because I don't think too many people in town are using the fiber provider I'm using. So that's kind of implying something a little further up the stream. But we didn't have any issues at work. So we'll just have to see how we can, if this thing holds out a few more hours. But as you can see, it's now springtime. We do have frozen ground, so we need to speed up the clock. I don't know, can we put... Well, maybe they may have put a provision in to allow me to put slurry on frozen ground. There was some talk about it. We'll try. We'll see what happens. No, we don't have everybody back yet. But they're slowly coming in. Didn't go through near the silage bales that we had. That's okay. Keep the silage bales, and grass can go to the biogas plant now. And to add to that, I've been having some problems with my mystical forks today. It's going to be an overall challenging evening, huh? We're also going to put lime down. You see the news of the news of what? Losing me again. What? No, according to this, I'm outputting pretty good. I think we're dropping out. Stop and make sure. Yep, we are putting fertilizer down. I don't know if you apply liquid fertilizer to or a slurry to grass or not. We're going to do it. What I was saying is, I don't know if you saw the news of the No Man's Land build-off announcement. I'm really excited about it. Hey, Darren, what's up? Don't know if you were here earlier when I dropped out or not. Oh, okay. We had about 10 viewers in, according to the YouTubes. Then my internet took a dump. Couple minutes. Just long enough for everyone to lose interest, right? Hey David, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna call that field done. Go get filled up and tackle the next one. So, did you get your 3090? Watching videos today. There's a whole lot of disappointment. Like a whole lot of graphics card for not a big uptick in performance. Here stateside on a website that we have called Newegg, they were priced anywhere between $14.99, which is retail, or $17.99, top end, overpriced beast. Oh, no. It's not YouTube. It was me tonight. Our internet's been a bit flaky all day. Sounds like it's been flaky. Lots of people in town. Oh, no, I'm looking forward to those submissions too. You know, it's like, man, it's a whole month away. I gotta wait a whole month. My gosh. You know, we gotta give time to make things, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. In the meantime, we'll be on No Man's Land with the Pros versus Joes Challenge next Thursday. Right? I think next Thursday is first or the second. Of course, us pros are at a disadvantage broadcasting our gameplay. The sneaky Joes are going to be able to watch us and see what we're doing. David, I think you missed a message. All I see is you fell out of your chair, and then you've got that's Aussie dollars. Close enough. That field. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, EU what is it? Mesmo. Oh, who else? Is there other people doing challenges, or it's just like the debt-free farm challenge, and then the pros versus Joes and build off? Well, I mentioned in the Discord that I think kind of in general the overall interest in farm sim is kind of waning. Possibly the player base is waning a bit, just in I think overall maybe the sustainability of the player base might not go beyond a couple years before interest really tails off with respect to a new version. So the real dedicated players will say we need to go 3 or 4 years between versions, because every 2 years modders are just kind of getting everything under their belts. Best stuff starts coming out, and then poof, there's a new version coming out, and then modders will have to just relearn it all, or they'll just stop releasing stuff because of the fact that something new coming out and they want to be early on the new product opposed to last on the old version. Which makes sense, but kind of get the sense that interest overall in Farm Sim 19 is tailing off. So it may really be that in order to keep good Farm Sim momentum, as far as the player base goes, the casual player base, that a refresh every 2 years really is maybe in Giants' best interest. So to that extent, these types of challenges kind of liven things up again, makes things fresh, gives a bit of a challenge, new way of doing things. Just my thought. I have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. My guess would be sometime next summer to fall. What we do know is that based on the Focus Home Interactive kind of financial briefing late last year, early this year. Basically, they said there wasn't going to be a new farm sim by the end of their fiscal, and their fiscal ends in April. So we know based on that stockholder report that there's no planned farm sim between now and April. Doesn't mean that there might not be a farm sim in May or June or July. At this point, I think it's all just speculation. Oh, well, normally we'd be getting the game possibly next month. Or when the Alpine expansion is scheduled. That would be the general normal time frame. What we get instead is the Alpine and the map. With our fact sheets coming out now every Friday, between now and the Friday before November 12th, release date. I hope we get a fact sheet on the map. Maybe like a PDA view of the map. That would be nice. Right? I suspect we're going to have some more videos being released. I don't know if there's necessarily any game conferences between now and November. But you know, I'm kind of under the impression, personal belief, that Alpine map is maybe a trial for some things that they want to do or are thinking about doing in the next version. You know, we get new trees. You know, we're getting new types of grass or a new visual on the grass. We have modeling of the buildings is different. So the buildings have interiors modeled. Can't necessarily go in them. They all at least have interior views from windows. Clock tower that has a working clock. So my guess is they're using the Alpine expansion map maybe as a test bed to get maybe player feedback, player opinion on some things that they've got planned or thinking they've got planned for the next version, I guess. Of course. Hit the only thing on this fence row that has a collision on it. One of the nice things about the ambassador position is that be a voice for the community, right? in theory, get some information from giants from time to time that we can share with folks. Hey GTX, what is up? How you doing tonight? Oh, the working clock isn't new. Just not been around since 17. I never really noticed it in 17. We can try, right? We can try. I know I'm going to bring up your building, your placeable DLC, or your placeable pack. Idea. More categories in the garage, yes, indeed. The ability to sort the garage, right? I want to sort the garage on vehicles. I want to sort the garage on implements. Sort the garage on placeables. Maybe a search. Now, if we're gonna continue this, build your own map. We're gonna continue this landscaping concept and placeable concept. The growing garage is a problem, right? Endless scrolling to the left and right, trying to find something you know is there. Different camera on the placing things. Fixed camera that when you rotate, the camera doesn't change angles on you. Like, I've got a building where I want it. Let me check around back. And next thing you know, the building's all moved on you. Welcome back, Scooters Workbench. Glad you didn't get lost. Fishing lakes? Like, you want to go fishing? Or you mean fish in lakes? Okay, there were some maps in 19 that had fish swimming. South Mountain Creamery was one of them. Oh, okay, so livestock farming. Fish has a commodity or product. Fence placement o-matic. Put in 2 end posts and you say, draw me a straight fence between. Now I think you're getting a little crazy. Follow the terrain? Yeah, so like, you know, maybe like 19 was the first time that we really had that gameplay mechanic. We could really embrace that gameplay mechanic. So it only makes sense that in next iteration that it could be further refined. Hopefully is further refined. There's lots of glitches in the Matrix on this map. Hedges don't have collisions. Fences don't have collisions. Fence gates do. Utility poles don't. We're gonna go fill this up, then we're gonna skip into tomorrow. It's a little dark, kind of hard to see the slurry. I wish the snap to grid was a bit more, a smaller grid to snap to. That would be cool. Definitely an undo function. Definitely an undo function. Give me a thumbs up if you think there should be an undo function for everything, terrain editing and placing. Don't fret too much, Raz, about your stream buffering. My monitoring stream is buffering. Same screen that has the chat in it. I've had to refresh that a few times. Well, I don't. Well, I mean, you saw the announcement, right? Did you see the message a couple weeks back on when they first posted it? They were looking for ambassadors. It sounded like, right? It sounds like we are kind of a interim go-between, right, between the players and Giants. So we can say all we want, right? We can make suggestions based on our own feedback, based on the feedback we're getting from players, from fellow community members, and in the end, it's up to Giants to figure out what they take, what they don't take. So, with that, I figured at some point in the coming weeks, I would probably put a community post up on YouTube channel and leave it there for about a week and basically say, let's have your ideas and your suggestions. And then see what the popular choice is for things. And send that over to them. Raz made a great suggestion in one of his Let's Build videos where he wanted to see a placeable DLC, or maybe just, more placeable packs. He would pay $9.99 for a collection of totally different animal pens, different farm buildings, some other random assets. And I think we're at a point where got a lot of stuff. You really need another 4 forage wagons, 3 windrowers, 2 more round balers. Hey, Jamberry, what's up? Before this, I put together the fact sheet video for tomorrow. I can't really talk about the fact sheets till the embargo lifts, if you will, tomorrow. But yeah, you'll hear in the video a little underwhelmed with tomorrow's fact sheets. Still a fabulous video by a fabulous guy. Everyone should watch it. Johnny, this is Bessie beneath. Name's in the description. Or in the title, sorry. Oh, there's the bucket. Hiding in the fence. Bush. Yeah, whatever happened to the grimy DLC that got second place in the that Modern Classics event from 17? Supposedly it was gonna be released. That modding group just fall apart or something. Yeah, the map is PC only. Not sure if the map author has any intentions to put it for console consideration. Well, Darren, maybe you'll be interested in the zero-turn mower. That was all the rage on on another YouTube channel. What are these guys too? All right, let's just see how the price is. $33.77. Just, oh, you know what? We might be lucky enough. Might be lucky enough in 2 days that these guys are $1,000 a piece. Profit. That would be great. Make $1,000 a cow. Whoop. The only thing that has collisions. And I get hung up on it. Yeah, root crop DLC would be nice. Something between the little stuff and the big stuff. Right? I mean, we go from a real little potato harvester to just this massive $500,000 piece of machinery. Right, fruit and nuts. I have a tree shaker. I have an almond farm. I can sell my almond milk to all the ritzy folks. Thanks for the sub, Seth. Then we can pick our apples and our pears. Even bigger root stuff, huh? Well, there's that big beet header. Yeah, rice would be interesting. I mean, we've got, what was it? Farmer's Dynasty, Farmer something. I had rice. That game really never seemed to take off. That is good enough for me. Now let's head down to the shop and get our lime spreader that I bought at the start of the stream. And we grow a lot of peanuts apparently in Virginia. I had no idea until I went through central Virginia. Apparently it's a rather big peanut country. Peanut and cottons. Probably peanut, cottons, and tobacco probably in central Virginia. Guess I really need a front weight on this thing. And not read chat and try to drive. Right? That would be an advantage. Seriously. Get these things out of the way. How do you flood the fields? Does it have like a water plane that you trigger and it raises up? Yeah, I was a little disappointed with seasons where they took out the whole difficulty starting if you don't do maintenance after 30 hours or a year. And that was kind of an interesting mechanic in 17. One thing I got to figure out where we have a bulk lime 5 point and how much lime should I get? Can't really sell it. Don't need a lot. Well, we'll need a lot, but how much? Right? How much? Lime is way down at the pig farm. Here. far over here, but not where I am. Well, this is kind of on the way. That's a pretty good deal. $1 cows. Yeah, I think what the official line was that they were too far down the road of developing the next game, 19, when Seasons really blew up, to add it to the list of things to do. Fill it up and see if it takes more. Seasons came out in summer of 17. And in the spring of 18, we were basically hearing about 19. So there was probably about 9 months from when Seasons was officially released and Giants made a public statement about 19. And you got to figure by the public statement about 19, the development's been going on for some period of time at that point, and features are probably locked in at that point. You know, features are probably locked in right now for whatever the next version is. So depending on how difficult something is maybe to add in, I mean, you know, they were going to add a real gearbox to the tractors, remember? But I think they basically came back and said they couldn't get it to work well in the time that they had. Same with they talked about having wild animals. It was supposed to be a deer, right? I think basically the animation of the deer just was never good enough. I'd like to see more of this type of thing. You know, where we had the lime, we've got the smoke that comes off the lime. So that was like a feature that was like, wow, that was a killer feature. 19 came out to have that lime dust in the back. To have something when you spread solid fertilizer that you don't just get a dark bit of ground, you get something that is maybe a little less white than lime. Yeah, maybe a third of the coverage. See the white specks of the pellet. Fire. Like how so? Well, I think we're going to get some of that expansion raz with the that progressive farming, modern farming, whatever that one press release was a month or two ago. Seems really to relate to potential that either different areas of your field are going to require different things, or different fields are going to require different things based on what crop was in them previously, or maybe what crop you're going to put in them next. Potentially more granularity in yields. Maybe they'll toss something in like disease. Roy, I don't think when you say watering fields, I think that may have been a mod somewhere. I don't think ever a part of a base game, was it? So we're gonna need to fill this up again. Insane mode, which is basically means you're never going to be profitable mode. But we do have the is that realistic prices mod. And the ability to buy used equipment would be cool. So in 17 we used to get machinery sales at the shop. You know, for today, 10% off of New Holland machines. I remember the first time I was able to get 100 nuggets on Goldcrest Valley. And of course, if you got 100 nuggets on Farm Sim 17, you would get $1 million in your bank. And right after I got $1 million in the bank, I got notice of a New Holland sale, and it was like I was right and ready, primed and ready to spend that $1 million. Maybe the repair price could be some inverse percentage based on machine age or something. So if a new machine has 1,000 hours on it, it's going to cost more to repair than a machine that's got 300 hours on it. Don't even need a mod to add money. Open a text file and type. Yeah. Age of the equipment makes the machine break down quicker. I wonder how much this cost me last time. $1,500. $1,500. Pausing while seeking, right? Yeah, I mean, banning the multiplayer buying and selling of things. I think it's ridiculous that both parties have to be online at the same time to buy and sell stuff. When at the PC level, at least, we have dedicated servers that are available 24/7. The ability for one farm to easily sell product or machinery to another farm. Right now you can do it, but you got to do some skullduggery with XML files, which requires shutting the server down, downloading the save game, editing it, uploading it, starting the server back up. TV, what is up? I want to make sure you heard about the No Man's Land map build-off. I know you like to previously build stuff with the landscaping tool and placeables. Announced at midnight last night. Seen something about it? Oh, yeah. Even it's more fun, David, trying to work from home while trying to also be your homeschool teacher. I got an email earlier from our first grade teacher reminding us parents that Monday was the first day to do a work exchange where we are supposed to return the work that our kids have been doing and pick up new work. And when I read that, I was like, okay, what am I supposed to be bringing to the school? Because I know he's been doing stuff in class, but I'm not standing there looking over his shoulder constantly, knowing where he puts stuff. Nor do I know specifically what I'm to be looking for. Certainly can't ask a 6-year-old to basically tell me everything he's done in the last 2 weeks we need to turn in. Oh, are we getting a new Gordon's Fisherman? Or could it be a new Let's Build? We want some more melted butter. Maybe the next boat you buy can be called the Cracked Tail. Where you just waddle around for the day, right? We've got some pretty good Bloody crabber. We have a Krabby Patty. And spell Patty like, you know, the lady's name. How do you accidentally spend $200? How do you even accidentally go into a GNC? Cracked claw. We got some pretty good views right now. It's time that we do a little promo for what we're going to be doing next week with the Pros versus Joes. So a little in-stream commercial break, if you will. I'll see you on the flip side. Wait, Thursday at midnight, like midnight Eastern? Dang, I'm not going to be there for that. I thought we were going to start it earlier. I'll do a Friday night stream if that's the case. Where they sell a bunch of protein tubs and other weird things you mix with water. Alright, so that should be everything. And nothing we own should need lime. Fairly well fertilized. Wait for one more growth stage to get up to 3 stages fert. Hello, John. What's up? Oh, it's the first? Oh, I thought Thursday was the first. I gotta check the calendar now. Thursday is the first. So midnight Thursday morning. Okay. Well, we'll be here. We'll be there Thursday night then. Yes, Wednesday. Well, Thursday midnight is Thursday at 12:00 a.m., which is preceded by Wednesday night. So it's Wednesday 11:59 p.m. and then it becomes Thursday 12:00 a.m. Let's bump up the speed. So you should be excited about that because that gives you more playtime for the weekend of work. But man, how are we gonna satisfy the? You have to have so much of your farm built within so many hours, but the master builder working on the weekend. We're gonna have to make sure the master of the master builder is on. Did I not just pick that up? Alright, well, we'll just leave that there. $33, yeah, we might just be $1,000 a cow in 2 days. Snow is still here. Hey, Farmer Bump, what is up? And spring showers. Raz, be careful, you got the Joes in here. We're going to give them all of our secrets away. We're going to have to talk in code. I have to talk in like French. So when I say fries, that means potatoes. And when I say French bread, it means we're planting wheat. Hey, SP Destiny, what is up? What's up? How you doing tonight? Oh, getting all choked up. Oh, it got dark. Try new machinery. At that. Farm Sim 19 actually marketing tool? Holy cow. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much, Miss Jessica. I'll be happy to fertilize your field for NGs. I don't know, five squares. Field that's 5 squares. Seems like an awful big field. Well, my excuse is that it's nice, relaxing change of pace, and it lets you kind of zone out. It's oftentimes kind of something you don't have to think about. Stress-free. Let the worries of the world fade away. Be out here in your own little world. Doing your own thing. Got some water. So the question is, are you a dairy farmer in game 2? Or what platform do you play on? Well, SD Destiny, he's going to have to make a text file with 17 gigs worth of mods, 1 mod per line. And they all need to be on the mod hub. I don't have any problem downloading 17 gigs. Sounds like he's going to have fun in making that text file. Because I won't download a mod uploaded by a user. Yeah, Farmer Bump, what platform are you on? I'm guessing PC since you said server. That's 42. So we have a community server in the Discord. Don't know how active it is. That would be open to everyone in the Discord. But yes, most servers are semi-private. I would say the servers worth playing on are semi-private. So they're typically password protected, and in order to join them, you have to have all of the mods that are on the server. Unless you know the mod download location, you get those, and you're kind of out, even if it doesn't have a password. Hold on a moment. That is an invite to our Discord. And in there, that we've got right now a community server for for Midtown 4X. And all the information you need to join is in the general chat channel. Type in there and basically see when folks are going to be on. That'll definitely get your nose wet, your feet wet with the multiplayer action. You're going to be able to watch us streaming on multiplayer starting next Thursday with our Pros versus Joes challenge. There's also another server over there that is on Stop and Bach. They have kind of a different way of playing, kind of really economy based. I don't know if they have any openings at the moment, but if you're just getting your feet wet, that might not be the best place to start. The Midtown map definitely would be. Hopefully the MacBook Pro runs it well. Midtown can be a little bit demanding. Who are the pros? Well, got myself, Raznik, Alien Jim. Darren's going to be there. He is a member of the Discord. He does modding, map, and implements and things. And then we've got who's number 5? made the list and now I forgot. Number 5 is one of the guys that's been on Raznik's No Man's Land server. Oh yes, JFK shot first. Number 5. Maybe it's not the guy that's been on Raznik's server. It's been crazy the last few days. And then Banbury leads up the Joes. And no holds barred. Well, lots of holds are barred, but drag out, beat them up, race to October 28th. Interesting gameplay elements. We can't own any equipment. Everything has to be leased. I think that's probably going to be one of the most interesting gameplay elements. Is managing your lease expenses. Staying profitable. Trying to square this off a bit. $500,000 per farm. Start with no buildings. You start owning land. You have 96 game hours to put down a specific amount of buildings. Only have up to 1 placeable biogas plant. I think you can have maybe 2 other placeable income items. They can't be passive income. It has to be an income item that requires you to do something, like a greenhouse where you have to supply it with water and manure. No hired helpers. So when we do the streams, I'll have the terms and conditions in the description for anybody that wants to kind of play along at home. I mean, heck, if there is enough interest, I'll be willing to fund a second server for another pair of teams. So it's no vehicle, no implement mods, just DLC and base game. I think no placeables. other than what's included in No Man's Land. I missed the contract complete notice. Did. I did miss it. So everybody's been kind of hammering it out. Terms and conditions a little bit more this week. No belts. Can't use any belts. General scripts that are in there, and other placeables that really are there just to make the server sane, as Raz said. What are you talking about, SD Destiny? He made a moolah. Alright, later, Farmer Bump. We're about done here anyway. Try to stream for about 2 hours. We had a little bump in the road, if you will. Start of the stream. Internet gave out partway into the start. So while the stream says we've been going for 1:45, we probably got another. We'll finish this field off and then we'll call it quits for the night. We'll be back on Saturday night. 2 more streams on the Debt-Free Farm Challenge. Made it a year without being in debt. At this point, it's pretty much cake. I think, I don't know. I don't know how many fields we're going to start with. Raz is definitely paring it down. Initially, we were going to start with half the map. Each team owned half the map, but I think it might be pared down to, I don't really know. Kind of the mastermind on this whole thing. Why is our fertilizer spreader just squatting on the ground? See, this guy never offered for us to plant his potatoes All right, later, Raz. Well, it's a team challenge, so there's 2 teams. Yeah, right now I'm using a wheel. Chilling out, just doing circular patterns. Tomorrow we will be doing another episode of our South Island farm. Saturday we're going to have an episode of our Formula One 2020 My Team career playthrough. For Saturday night we're going to be streaming back here on Bessie Beneath. That is what's coming up in the channel. Head back to the shop, and that's where I'm going to call it an evening for everyone. So once again, I'm going to jump and do a little promo for everybody on the Pros versus Joes. That's how we're going to close out the stream. Until next time, guys, happy farming.